Hello, I am Kawiosis, and today I'm going to. I don't know actually, I just want to play Minecraft because I checked my Facebook memories. It says I uploaded the first YouTube video is uploaded 5 years ago, but it says in my YouTube it's actually uploaded on September 17, but it says on my Facebook I uploaded it in August 26. I guess I'll just consider today as the 50th year anniversary of that video, but oh well. Anyways, I think that's my. This is supposedly. That was supposedly my first YouTube video. It's just titled Minecraft, which is funny because it's so common with YouTubers that first of one of their first videos is just Minecraft gameplay and their title is just Minecraft. Yeah. Anyways, I just want to play Minecraft. Maybe talk about something specifically pertaining to the name of this world. Yeah. By the way, I am recording this around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So I'm going not going to speak that well. Hello. This is my skin, this Luna Oblivion. Wait, how do you do this again? Yeah, F5 I think. Yeah. Really cute. Guys, I will check if I still know how to play this game. Okay. I think I'm going to kill the Ender Dragon just one sitting because I know I can do that. When I first tried speedrunning Minecraft, I actually beat it in 30 minutes. I think that was my PB, and that's still my PB because after I speedrun Minecraft once, I never tried speedrunning it again. Maybe because I was just 14 that time and I didn't have any. I don't know how to stick into one thing. Primarily because one, I'm a kid, and two, I have ADD. This makes it extra hard for me to stick into anything actually. I hope I still know the basics. Yeah, just the basics. Yeah. In old speedruns, this is how they do it. They mine to the bottom, then. What I think most commonly they do now is shipwreck starts. If I remember correctly, they do shipwreck starts now. But this is still how I know how to do it. I think this is when 1.16 was. Oh, what the fuck did I do? 1.14 when 1.16 was first released. This is how they do it. Still, because they didn't know that shipwrecks were broken. But I think to this day, 1.16 is still the most popular category because the gold trading is still balanced. Yeah, I learned my I'm getting my Minecraft knowledge from watching speedrunners like Corey Way. If you know Corey Way, I think it's I watch Corey Way and Feinberg. That's how I learn how to speedrun stuff. But yeah, mainly Corey Way. I like his series where he just speedruns the game again and again. I forgot the specific title of the video. I think he's in a similar challenge but in a bigger scale. This to what I'm referring to. Yeah. This is how I know how to play the game. I just do this. After I collect enough wood, I'm going to find a village because that's the way to go. Yeah, there's no sea, there's nothing, there's no village, no sea, not even a beach where I can probably blind a buried treasure. So, speaking of seed wise, this seed is pretty shit. But I'm going to play it because it's what Minecraft gave to me. It's just like in real life. You can't really double take in real life. You just have to do with what life gives you. just like what I'm doing with my life right now. There's a lot of things I don't like going on in my life, but I can't do anything about it other than play out my life. Yeah. Actually, this is first time I saw this. I didn't know wolves have different textures now. Do they come in the same color or are they different? Is there still white wolves? Yeah, anyways, let's look for a village. Yes. Or maybe a cave. Okay, here's pigs. What? Pigs have skins now? Didn't know that. Yeah. Last time I played Minecraft was I think 2022. Like when I played it for real, like I think 2022. It was still with some friends, not friends really. It's just I, I I don't know if I can call them friends. Maybe me back then can call them friends, but me right now, I don't think you will call them friends. Yeah, you see that fire? That's a sign there's a lava. So let's take note of that because we can use that to make our portal. Not speedrunning the game, by the way. I think I'm going to clear it in one sitting, but I'm not doing the speedrun strats. Speedrunning it the most comfortable way possible. Just this, like, yeah, look at that. Actually, this is actually insane, but we don't have a village or anything. Yeah, this is a pretty good lava, but unfortunately, we don't have anything. Even chickens have skins. What the hell? Or do all of the chickens look like this now, or is it is it a biome based? Black sheep? Are all sheep black, or is this special? Yeah. So yeah, let's look for a. Let's mark this actually. We can use it later. That fox just killed the chicken. Okay, so we can use that later. Negative 128, 135. Yeah, let's keep that in tab. Let's find a village. I hope it isn't that far. I'm hoping we, you know, when I created the world, I was hoping we would get a plains world because it's much easier to traverse a plains world. Uh, Not the plains world, maybe starting in the plains biome is easier because yeah, it's plains, it's flat, and you can see a lot. Maybe I should have mined more stone to make uh furnace because I am running out of stamina bar. You can see glaciers. It's an interesting structure, but no village, which is what we need. Just some squid stuff underneath, I guess. But yeah, no village is what we are looking for. What the? Thank you for killing it. Not like I asked. Thank you anyways. Wait, I run out of stamina. I need to do something about my stamina. And no sheep too. So this is going to be a little bit troublesome when it gets to the night. I mean, it's not like Minecraft is that hard, but yeah, you know the thing. Typicals. Oh, why am I using this? Coal for furnace. I think I'm going to do a smoker, so the food cooks faster. Wait, what if I just furnace and smoker here, here, smoker. There we go. And I just do this while everything else. Yep. I hope we're not taking too long because I don't want to be stuck in a cave at night and just be stuck doing this. Copper, I don't think there's still use for copper. Did they add copper tools now or did they not? I'm not really sure. Or maybe they will. I heard it somewhere. Maybe they don't. I don't know, to be honest. I just just to put it in perspective, my gameplay knowledge of Minecraft is stuck in 1.18. Yeah, so bear with me, please. By the way, sorry if I keep pausing the game. I'm checking the recording. Steak. Did you know that steak is one of the best food sources in Minecraft? I think everyone knows that. And golden carrots is actually better, but it gives less saturation. I think it heals less hunger, but it gives more saturation. That's what the golden carrot does. Anyways, let's look for something. Let's look for shelter. Shelter more like I'm going to keep exploring. I'm going to get more wood for building blocks in case something bad happens. Yeah. I'm keeping it in tab. Maybe yeah, nothing. Maybe I should go cave exploring, but I don't see any caves. And also cave exploring is pretty scary, to be honest. That's a polar bear right there. Oh, fireflies. It's the first time I see it. I've only heard of this in patch notes, but ever since this was released, I haven't heard of it. And if I remember correctly, polar bears are not. You're not supposed to mess with polar bears. They're actually hostile. Spider there. You know, in the early game the early game part of Minecraft, the hardest enemy is yourself. Yeah, the hardest enemy in the early game of Minecraft is yourself. It's just like in real life where you always think, oh, there are other people who hate me, like that skeleton, and you think the enemies are the wolf, but in reality, the true enemy is you yourself. The wolf did not attack you because they have something against you. They wouldn't even attack you if you didn't get close. So if I was that skeleton, I would have recognized that I am my own greatest enemy, and I would have just left in that area so I wouldn't get attacked. But yeah, if we're going to compare it in real life, those wolves are assholes. But you can't remove assholes from the world, so you can just do your best to try and avoid them. Like just consider this forest as the assholes, and you yourself as me. I'm going to avoid them because I know there's danger in the forest, so why would I go in the forest? Yeah, that kind of thinking. You need that kind of thinking in life. I think some of my subscribers will think, wow, he's now a Minecraft YouTuber. He's going to probably start talking to miners, or maybe some of my friends will say that. I know. I'm going to do that. I've done that before because I'm a miner, but now I'm not a miner. I don't do that anymore. So yeah, no talking to miners for me. And I think at this point in my age, I don't think it's still weird if I talk to a miner like 17, still a miner. That still isn't weird if they're 17 and I'm 19. That isn't weird, right? You know what? Ah, never mind. That's the guy from We Were Bears. You know what? Let's make this canonical. Let's give him an axe. Yeah, no, it's Ice Bear from We Were Bears. Wait, come here. Go. Actually, the one of the reasons I wanted to play Minecraft is just I wanted to talk or something. Oh, no, wait, no. Wait. Let me kill this guys first. You know what? Fuck those guys. I'm not going to deal with them. I don't have a shield. And it's icy. It sucks to move in ice. Yeah. You know, Minecraft is a lot like life. I mean, not those cheesy things you see in Instagram where they say, you can't enchant loyalty to a hoe. That kind of type of joke and stuff. But yeah. What I'm saying is that life is like Minecraft. It's what happened right there is just like similar to my life. You know, when I said my goal was to find a village, at this point I should have found the village, but I still haven't. And in life, it's like that too. You wanted to achieve something at a certain point, but you still haven't achieved it. That's not a reason to give up. Just because something didn't come the time you wanted to, doesn't mean it will never come. It will come eventually. You just have to trust yourself and continue pushing forward. Yeah, that's the important thing that you should always remember. Just keep on pushing forward, because me right now, finding that village is like me getting successful so I can retire my mom. But see, I haven't found the village. But does that stop me? No, it's just like also in real life. Finding that village is like, not finding that village is like me dropping out of college. Did that stop me from trying to do something to retire my mama? No. One of the reasons why I actually started a YouTube channel is because I want to earn money, get rich, and retire my mom, because she deserves it more than anyone in the world. She's a single parent for I think at this point almost 6 years. Yes, almost 6 years. Time flies. Just a single parent for almost 6 years, and she's been working her ass hard. And it's hard for someone to have not graduated college to get a job, and she also didn't have a career to start with when my father died. So it was really hard for her to make ends meet, but it did meet. And the good thing is we're eating, and the bad thing is we can't really do much to progress other than slowly wait for things to eventually happen, like my brother graduating, which is in a year, and me eventually achieving something from doing this thing I love. Yeah, it's actually quite sad. I don't it's sad. Just I just really want to just really want my mom to retire, because you can't there's a lot of times where she's generally nice, but you know, when sometimes the reality just gets to her and she realizes how fucked we are financially, and yeah, it just gets to her. And oftentimes, not oftentimes, but sometimes she also isn't nice, because she sees me and I think and maybe she thinks I'm useless as fuck, which I am, at least right now, because I'm not in school. Yeah, I can't really help it, you know, things just happen. But yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to happen. That's why I'm starting this YouTube channel, actually, is to retire my mom. Yeah, those two skeletons are down. We're out of the biome, but still no village. So yeah, that sucks, but we will keep going. We won't restart because Just because there's an option to give up doesn't mean you should give up. Do you think we should kill that Enderman? No. Not, I don't know. Maybe not, because I don't hate black people. Oh, there's plains biome. I think there's a... no, not plains, it's a forest. Also, what happened here? Why is there a swamp water in the middle of this all? Oh, it's just a special. Okay. I mean the animal colors are special in the biome. So plains animals still look the same. Let's kill them for food. Even though I don't need any more food. I have 5 iron, which I can use. No, I can't use that much, I think. I can use some for a bucket, I think. But I definitely need a bed in case something bad happens. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, yeah. It's like in real life. The tool is like it's like the opportunity or the path you are taking. Just because there's something blocking it. Just because there's something blocking it, or maybe that path is obsolete now, doesn't mean you stop, right? You create another opportunity or path for yourself. So like this, yeah. Like in Minecraft. I think the smart move here would be to make a sword and then make a bucket and then go to the nether, but I'm not good like that. I need armor. I'm going to be honest, I need armor like bad. And our RNG sucks because you know I got black, white, and brown wool now. We are collecting all of the races here. Maybe I can make an armor out of no, actually I need one more. You know, you see that magma? There, some speedrunners can go in there and go to the nether with mega resources, but nah, I'm not like them. It's just like in real life. Just because you see someone, just because you see someone already good at speedrunning, don't let that discourage you from starting speedrunning. Oh, wait, let me use a more real example. Just because you see someone good at something that you're already just starting doesn't mean you should stop doing that thing, because they're already on your page 300 something and you're still on your page 10. So if you're starting out on something and you suck compared to them, stop comparing yourself, because them years ago, like when you were started, maybe you're just suck. Unless it's something like violin or piano, and that someone you're admiring is an Asian kid because they probably took lessons early because their parents are psychotic, not psychotic, sociopathic, sociopaths, because yeah, Asians do tend to do that. They tend to make their children their trophies. You can get a flint here. Yeah, that's lucky. See, like in that in life. Just because we're unlucky in other things doesn't mean we'll be unlucky all the time. There are times when we'll be lucky, like this. We got lucky and got a flint in the second try. Yep, nope. There's a lava pool. But I have 2 iron only. I can enter, but I don't have. I said I don't have anything really. I mean, I have food. Oh, wait, iron there. Never mind. Well, maybe we can get that iron. Did you see it, guys? I didn't see it. Where is it? Right here. Um, I missed it completely. The fuck. What? Thank you? What? There was an iron there. Did I completely miss it? Oh, there it is. There we go. So yeah, I did completely miss it because I placed a thingy-majig there. So yeah, we now have 2 ingots and yep, not ingots. That's iron. It's raw iron. I think we can go down somewhere. I keep missing my movements because I'm still used to the ultra kill controls where control is sliding and shift is dashing. So nothing is really making sense to me. Let's try to make a friend here. Brown dog. Oh, that's first try. See, like that. I'm lucky. Just not in other things. Like, I may not be lucky with my educational attainment because I dropped out, but I'm lucky with my friends. All my friends are loyal to me, and they're really good friends. They're not bad influences. I think, to be honest, I'm the bad influence in comparison to them. Yeah, you're a dog. I hope he doesn't die. Yeah. Speaking of that, the title of this video actually is, I titled the video like this because I want to talk about something. I don't really know how to move on. I've lost. I think at this point I've lost 4 people in different ways. For one of them died. One of them I had a fallout with, and 2 of them are my ex-girlfriends. And one common thing between them is that I really don't know how to move on. I tell myself I've moved on. I try to move on and do things that people would say they do when they finally moved on. But if I'm being completely honest, I never really moved on from anything bad that happens to me. I remember all of it. And every night, yeah, nights like this when I'm recording, I think of it. It makes it harder for me to sleep. Like really hard. We can complete this portal. See, flint. It is steel. We can, yeah. Lodestone. I think this is vanishing. Fire prot. I think that's pretty cool. And trudge prot. Mending. Oh, that's good, I guess. 9, 18, 27, 24. Yeah, nothing really. So maybe we can toss in here some things that we don't need, like leather, feather, raw this, raw that. We did that. Don't need this. We don't need that. Not we don't need this. Yeah. So what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. I didn't really know how to move on. First, let's start in ascending order. Is it ascending when time events? I think ascending is when you're starting numbers. But yeah, let's start with the first person I think I lost. It's a girl. It's my actually first girl that is a friend, not girlfriend romantically, but platonical friendship, platonic relationship. It's the first girl I am friends with, or at least I consider a friend by definition of my self definition of a friend right now. Because yeah, my definition of friend is really different from other people. But yeah, anyways, This girl was, yeah, I consider her my first friend. She taught me a lot of things actually. And to be honest, to be bold, what she did was she removed my innocence about a lot of things. Like, I learned how to curse from her. Yeah, that's actually funny. I learned how to curse from a girl. She taught me other things like how dirt things that are dirty. They're having. She taught me. She taught me how to think in a green-minded way. Do they use that term? Internationally, green-minded. It's that when someone thinks of something, like in that, and the someone, it's like someone thinks that all everything has a sexual connotation to it. Maybe at least that's the first thing that comes into their mind, some kind of sexual innuendo in the statement. Yeah, that's green-minded. Yeah, she taught me to be that kind of person because she was that kind of person. But don't get me wrong, she wasn't a bad influence. Actually, she is the smartest girl I know. Like really, she was smarter than me. Like if when I get a when when it's grading, when it's the end of the quarter, it's time for grades. We use a numerical system here. I got a 94 and she got a 95, and that small competition I had in my mind, I think that's what made the started the bad things, because me being friends with this girl and experiencing affection from a girl for the first time, I think it was platonic in her part, but for me it wasn't. That made me fall in love with her. She that This first person I'm talking about, the first time I lost someone, is my first crush. I I did confess to her by the end of the school year. Wait, let me save this first. 306. I did confess to her by the end of the school year. And what happened is, let's just say, I actually, the bad move I did is I confessed to her online via our group chat, I think. Yeah, the group chat for our section, for our class. So that's actually quite bad. I don't know what I was thinking, but maybe it's just the feels. Yeah, I did have a crush on her. Not just a crush, it's the first girl I ever loved, because after that, bad things happened. I'm going to talk about after I finish the confession part. So yeah, I confessed to her at the end of school year in our class group chat, and everyone saw it, and of course she had to reply because she was called out in the group chat, and she said sorry, then my last name. This is in verbatim, okay? So she said, okay, wait, I came back the other way. I was here before. Okay, I'll go back. So she said sorry, then said my last name. Hanggang friends lang tayo. So in English it says sorry. I only see us as friends, or we can only stay as friends. And me, the fucking idiot, thought, oh, she still wants to be friends. So yeah, I did stay with Friendster after that. So after we finished that grade, which is grade 5 actually, we became classmates again in grade 6, because in grade 5 we were both put in the second section, And since we were getting hella good grades, we were both put in the first section in our grade 6 year. So yeah, we were both classmates because we're both smart and we're put in together with other smart kids in the class. I did stay friends with her, and I still had a crush on her. I loved her because she always took care of me. Because to be honest, when I was a messy kid, like I was hella messy, like I had a hard time sorting things out. Okay, wait. How did I get a village outpost before anything else? Ale, hello. That's new. This is the first time I saw that. Wait, how do I counter those guys? Back to what I was saying. Yeah, when we were in grade 6, I still had a crush on her. So yeah, that's pretty messy, and I think that year she got 2 different boyfriends, which actually hurt me quite a bit. That I'm in a place to get hurt because I wasn't really anyone to her. I'm just a guy she is friends with, but to me she's one of people that is closest to me. I tried to invite her multiple times for my birthday, but she never came because yeah, she didn't really think much of me as much as I thought of her. Thinking about it, that actually quite sucks. I sound like a loser. Maybe because I'm a loser. Actually, I was a loser, and look at me now. I'm loser again. Yeah, haha. You know what? Free this iron golem. Attack those guys. Igloo, really an igloo before? Yeah, she had 2 different boyfriends that year, and that sucks. But you know, who am I? So I bottled up my feelings, and I didn't move on. Actually, just pretty silly. So yeah, I graduated from elementary. I still have a picture with her. No, I don't have a picture. I don't have a picture with her in my phone or my PC, but it's somewhere in the internet. I think it's my mom who posted it. Yeah. So after I graduated from elementary school, I applied to a science high school, and oh boy, will you look at that! That same girl I was in love with, I had a crush with, just applied to the same school and passed. So it was a science high school, so it was hard to get into it. But no, I said she's smarter than me, so it wasn't hard for her. So yeah, I still had a crush on her. She was still my friend. She still considered me as a friend, and I still talk to her. And then some things happen in between. I actually, after grade 7, I dropped out from the science high school, and then the principal recommended us to move me back to move me in a regular public high school because I wasn't doing well mentally, adjusting to the things that the way how the school works. So they told me to move me to public high school, and so that's what my parents did. They moved me to a public high school when for my grade 8. Yeah, and I moved there, and boy, will you look at that! The girl also moved there. Coincidentally, like there's just something with the world trying to fuck me in the ass, trying to it just keeps on putting me in the same place as that girl. Like, oh boy, will you look at that? Just when I drop out of the science high school, the girl I had a crush with that rejected me, I saw as a friend, but she doesn't see me as much as a friend as I see her, also move in the same public high school I move into. I mean, why did she drop out of that school? That school is great. She wasn't failing. Her grades are impeccable. It didn't drop. Unlike mine, it dropped. So I thought, what the fuck? Anyways, I guess. And now I'm friends with her. I think I'm still friends with her. But you know how things go. You grow up and stuff. I think she grew me out. You know how girls mature faster than boys? Yeah. Her decisions in life were more mature. But in this sense, in my perspective now, it's actually very immature. Like, why would you have 4 different exes by grade 8? That's crazy. And I didn't have any romantic interest until I was 18. So yeah, we didn't really bond anymore because just conflict of interest and nothing shared in between us because we weren't classmates in grade 7 and we weren't classmates in grade 8. But yeah, her situation of getting multiple boyfriends is relevant to the story. Not multiple at once, but after one after the other. That concerned me, and I told her that that concerned me, and she said na um she said that why am I bothering myself with her life? Let her have her own choices. And that sounded sensible to me because who the fuck am I? But if I'm going to be honest, she should have listened to me because yeah, whoever that guy I whoever that guy that she was dating at that point in time, she did not end up with him. And I'll be honest, I forgot all the names of the guys she ever dated. I mean, when she dates another guy, it's frustrating for me because it's frustrating to me because I'm there. I'm guy who is present in her life, but I'm never a option. And it's stupid of me to think of why am I not an option? Well, maybe because you're a friend, and girls don't like dating their friends. That's why it's on. Yeah, that's actually. So that's why it's confusing me when I see stuff like, oh, girls like to have friends and slow burn romance from friends to lovers. But then when you befriend a girl and then you confess to her, they say they can't do it because they can only be friends with you. So what the fuck, really? So it's a gamble at the end of the day. So yeah, my point is, we had a falling out because of that. I told her that it's concerning how much boyfriend she's getting for that age, which is 13, 14. Yeah, 14. Because it's actually over my birthday already at that time. I think it was October. Because my birthday is in September. So yeah, 14. And yeah, she got mad at me over that, and since then we never talked. or more like I chose to not to talk to her anymore because I feel like I offended her a lot by that statement I said. That's the first time I ever lost someone. And just to tell you how much of a sucker I was, I was in love with that girl for like the next 2 years after that. So I was in love with that girl for until I was in grade 10. So yeah, that's grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. So yeah, 5 years I was in love with the same girl that never even gave me the chance, and she also already rejected me. That's how, yeah, that's how loyal I am to someone. I'm not trying to be a pick me, but yeah, that's a testament to how loyal I can be with someone. The next time I lost someone was my father. My father died when I was 14, and at when it happened, it just happened. Like, there's nothing you can do. It just happened. Nothing. One day he's alive, tomorrow he's dead. And it's not like we didn't see it. He was sick from a kidney disease. But, you know, you still think, man, what if he did not die? But, you know, my mom just keeps saying that if your father was still alive, we wouldn't be in a much better place because we would be medicating him. And that's kind of true. We would be medicating him if he was alive. And we decided to keep him alive because the doctors at the hospital gave us an option to intubate him. But my mother and my father already had a talk about intubation. He said, when I get offered to be intubated, don't let them intubate me because he knows he would be just a burden. That's how much of a father my father was. I had a great relationship with my father. That's why. But when he died, it hurt so much. Like, I cried for the next 2 hours to my friend, who is still my friend right now, that I play Roblox with, and I mean he's also my real life friend, but you get the gist. And thinking back at it, I was crying to him like, bro, what this and that, what do I do? And I think of it like, bro, what the fuck does a 14-year-old know what to do? I mean, he's 13 because he's younger than me actually. 1 year is a year younger than me. He's a year younger than me. He's a year younger than me. So I'm thinking now, man, that was stupid as shit. Why would I ask him that? He's a boy like me. He doesn't know shit. But yeah, that's why I did. After my dad died, I cried to my friend for 2 hours, and he couldn't say anything. He just affirmed everything I said. And that's what a great guy. Shout out to that guy. His nickname is Sky. Sky, if you're watching this, I hope you are. You know what? I'm telling you to watch it because you're still one of my main friends. So you are watching this. You don't have a choice. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah. That moment was really pivotal in my life because that really shaped me into what I am. Because after my father died, I turned into some nihilistic person who didn't even want the world to exist anymore. I just wanted the world to burn. Wait, I've been here. I'm so stupid. Yeah. But Actually, and after that nihilistic period, I turned into some kind of elitist. Um, so if you know me from 2020 to 2022, I'm sorry if I did anything wrong to you. That wasn't me. I'm a different person now. I'm a rational person. It's the second time I lost someone. I lost my father, and that changed me in ways I never thought I'd change. Like how I thought about the world, and that that forced me to mature so fast I couldn't keep up with myself. I had to endure stuff. Not endure really. Just had to deal with stuff I wasn't supposed to deal with yet because I'm too young. There's lava here. We can something. Yeah, so I just died. Anyways, since we just died, that's more time to talk. Yeah, see, Minecraft, you just died. Do you give up? No. Do I restart? Maybe. Maybe I should, but I will not. I'll just start again. I'll run in a direction I have never been in, and I'll restart from there because, to be honest, this seed is buns. Like, it sucks ass. But I'll never give up on the seed, just like how everyone I know doesn't give up on me. No, even though I suck at a lot of things, like living. Next time I lost someone was when I was 18. It was my first girlfriend. So yeah. Let's rewind back to the time when I was in love with the same girl for 5 years. So yeah, I was in love with this girl. The first girl I told you about. Actually, let's name the first girl, let's nickname her Angel. Because that's, if you know, you know. I mean, if you're one of my real life friends, my close friends, you know. You just know why it's Angel. And yeah. The third time I lost someone was my first girlfriend. I met her when I was in senior high school. That is grade 12. Yeah, grade 12. Um, I saw her. I mean, I already know of her existence like for some time because when I was in grade 11, she was my classmate. But then, um, a new section was created, and representatives from the three different sections was put into the fourth section to reduce the number of students in a class. Then I was one of those guys who got moved. So yeah, this is my first girlfriend. What do we call her? What if? Well, let's just name her Nikki because that's her favorite artist. So Nikki here. I wasn't paying attention to her, but I know she exists. But I started paying attention to her when one of my friends, this friend is actually Lulz. If you're my subscriber, you know Lulz. He is the creator of this model I am using, the one you are seeing right now, the one who is speaking. He made this. He had a small crush on Nikki's sister. Nikki's this of yeah, my first girlfriend's sister. And before she was even my first girlfriend, when we were just strangers. My friend Lils had a crush on her sister, not her, her sister, and because of that, I and not because of that. And around that time, I was also looking for a romantic partner. So I was trying to look for girls who are great and that I can court and date. Yeah. Cause yeah, I was lonely and stuff, but I arrived to the point of um I'm at my age where I know I am mature enough to date someone. Oh yeah. Wait lang. I'm going to do a small restart. Yeah. Started date not yet. So yeah, I started paying attention to her because my friend Lils had a crush on her sister. And I thought, why didn't I ever consider her? So yeah, I started considering her. And I thought, wow, she's really a great girl. So I started to ask my friends, what if I court this girl? I did not do it right out of the bat. I just was talking to my friends about it at first. And then eventually, the more I thought about her, I started developing a crush on her because I think that's normal human thing. The more I thought about her, the more I had a crush on her. Then eventually, I thought, fuck it, why not? Why not? At why not? So at first, I started sending signals that I had a crush on her. Yeah, this made me remember of that friend that betrayed me because he helped me get this girl. But yeah, that one friend who I told you about that betrayed me, he's also related to this, but he was still a great guy at this point. He because he was classmates with this, yeah, with Nikki, my first girlfriend, my first ex, and he served as a messenger for not serve as a messenger, but maybe someone who just sent hints for me to her. Second igloo before a village. Yeah, that traitorous friend of mine helped me get this girl. I sent signals here and there. She told her that I posted a story that's heavily implying that I liked her. And yeah, and then eventually, at some point in time, I confessed to her. And then, there, um, I, I told her, can I court her? Not confessed, because I don't know if it's common in the Philippines, if it's still common in the Philippines, but the way I know how to do it is, you ask a girl if you can court her, and in our country it's called ligawan. So I asked her if I can court her, and she said yes. Finally, village. She said yes, so I started courting her, but there was caveats to it, like her father can't know because her father told her that she cannot date until she graduates, which is funny because she is already 18, but she still can't make decisions for herself. She still can't make decisions for herself, and that's pretty normal in the Philippines because Philippines is a very family oriented country, and not just family oriented, but half of your life is centralized on family. So yeah, she wanted to give me a chance to court her, but she still honored her father's wishes. So how do you do that? her mother. She told her mother. And what do you know? I thought, oh no, isn't this bad? Would she approve of it? Because her father said no. But funnily enough, her mother said yes. Um, so yeah, because of that, I started courting with her with the caveat of her father not knowing. Sorry guys, I'm having a memory block right now. I actually have a pretty bad memory. Yeah. So like that. Because of that, oh, let me collect my thoughts. So yeah, I started courting her, and then she said, me, I think at that point, at some point in time during me courting her, it was still a few weeks in. I already know she already had developed feelings for me too, because of the way she acts, and she also would give me some things too, because yeah, because I was courting her, I was giving her things, I was treating her and stuff, treating her nice and stuff. She was also doing the same to me in a way to thank me. But I know she already had developed feelings for me. Hmm. At first, her plan was to actually seek counsel from her father and ask if she can date me. But I think 1 month into courting her, she cracked up and finally accepted my advances. Not advances like that way you think advances were in. Yeah, I was trying to date her. I wanted her to be my girlfriend. And one of the reasons why she accepted is because of her mother. And this will be relevant later. So yeah. I don't know what happened, what was the conversation in between them, but I just know one of the reasons. So one of the reasons why she accepted, why she answered me and told me we can be boyfriend and girlfriend was because of her mother. Because her mother said that I'm a great guy. I can't let she should let us go any longer the courting period because I might give up or something. I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm loyal as shit. But yeah, you get the point. So yeah, 1 month after I started courting her, she answered me, and we could be girlfriend and boyfriend. And yeah, things were fine. Da da da. 2 months later, some fight happened, and she wanted to give up the relationship. But yeah, I fought for it, and then 2 months later again, eventually we broke up. The reason is, if your guess, it's because her father found out. Nah, that's actually the least part of it. Know what's the most part of it? She doesn't love me anymore. Yeah, she doesn't love me anymore. Or though I think I think a better way, or much better way to say it is, she did not even love me that much to start in the first place. And the reason why I said her mother's influence is relevant here is because, yeah, she also pointed it out that, yeah, she said she felt like she was coerced by her mom to date me because of what she said, that I was a great guy and she shouldn't let go of me. So yeah, was it really her fault that she answered me in the first place? Yes, because she's an adult, she can have her own decisions. But is it entirely her fault? And I think no. Because if her mother didn't say anything, she wouldn't have dated me in the first place. Which is fine. Which is fine by me, because at least I tried, and she wasn't really required to answer yes or no. It was still up to her. Just hurts that after all of that effort I did, she didn't love me in the end. So, because she felt coerced by her mom. That sucks. I gave her everything in that period of 4 months. Which I shouldn't have. I mean, you're probably thinking, "Oh, you stupid! You shouldn't have done that. There's still 4 months, just 4 months in the relationship." I mean, you don't know me. When I love someone, I love like so. I look like a fucking sucker. I just love when I love someone. I just love them so much that I actually lose myself in the process. And yeah, that's what happened. I lost myself in the process, and actually got mad over that so much that I punched my door, and that gave me a permanent scar to my fist. Yeah, anyways, that's the third time I lost someone. The fourth time I lost someone was my most recent ex. And this one I will refrain to talk about because it's still pretty fresh. I mean, I'm over her already, but there's some things attached to it that I'm still not over. And by that, I mean, it's the friend from my first ex that I told you that was the messenger between me and my first ex. He's involved in this because that friend, when me and my second girlfriend, which is my second ex right now, are now currently dating. Yeah, I thought of that friend as a brother, but he did that. He knew how much I loved this girl, and after me and that girl broke up, he practically swooped in and dated her for himself. So yeah, in Filipino colloquial terms, in street terms, they call it diretri. And if you play League, you can think of it like someone you're like taking the dragon, and the enemy jungler flies by, presses smite, and then leaves. Yeah, that's what happened. That's basically what happened to my most recent ex. Man, I loved her so much actually. I mean, I loved every girl I ever loved so much, and like every time I love someone, I lose a piece of myself. But then, after I lose a piece of myself, I grow to be a better person. So after I lose a piece of myself, I rebuild a new piece of mine again, and that piece of mine is much better than much better than the previous one that was destroyed by that girl. So yeah. Does losing 4 people in my life discourage me from ever loving someone? No. Would I still love someone? Yes. Will it discourage me from dating other girls? No, because whatever happened between me and the girls I ever dated, that has nothing to do with their gender, because people are people, regardless of of their gender. If someone is nice, they are nice regardless if they're a girl, a boy, gay, bisexual, lesbian, a femboy. It doesn't matter. If they're a nice, lovely person, they are a nice, lovely person, and you can take that away from them. This village actually sucks because there's no food. I think I'm going to migrate. So what's the point of video? What's the point of the title of the video? I don't know how to move on, and that is troublesome because um for other people, they see moving on as part of the process of healing, and not moving on is counterintuitive. Not counterintuitive, but by not moving on, you're just hindering yourself from making progress. But for me, moving on is not part. Not moving on is just become commonplace in my life that I don't mind it anymore. I don't mind the fact that every night when I try to go to sleep, when I try to silence my mind, thoughts of how I lost someone, my first crush, my first girlfriend, and my most recent girlfriend broke up with me. I think of it every night. Maybe I should really move on, but the thing is, I don't know. I've moved on from the fact that I moved on from the feelings I had for them, but never really moved on from the fact that I loved someone and it ended up in nothing. Should you give up though? No, you shouldn't give up with loving someone, because to truly, I don't know if someone said this or it's just me, but I saw it somewhere, or maybe I heard it somewhere, but it's just in my head now. Like, to truly love someone is to know to just accept the fact that one day they will be gone. Yeah. So when the girls I loved, my dad, when they're gone, now they're gone. Did I ever regret loving them? No, because at that time I saw that's I saw it fit that I should love them, and I do not regret loving them. I regret other things, but loving them is not one of it. There are other things that is attached, the other things that happened to me because I loved someone. That sucks. But yeah. And knowing something bad happens to you, may happen to you, or something may happen to you again, maybe the same thing happens to you again, but you still try to love someone, that is true love right there. True love doesn't come from words or actions. It's the thought that even if you are aware the things that might happen, you still push through it because you recognize love in itself is beautiful. Not the act of being reciprocated, but the act of doing it unto others. It's a cold night. I mean, Minecraft and in real life. If you are watching this, thank you for watching this video, long ass video. I didn't plan this video at all. I just thought of doing this because I talked with my manager one day and I told him, what if I became more personal with my fans, because that's what I wanted to do at first. I didn't want someone to play a role. I don't want to be someone that plays a role and have a fake personality. I want my viewers to know me for who I am and watch me for who I am. And yeah, and he said, no, that's a great idea. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Talking to you as a person, not as a content creator, as a person. Me is me, but without, it's just everything I told you is true, is me, and the only thing that's not included, the only information that's not included in this is that my name. That's the only information you don't know. Yeah, I said I'm going to speedrun this game, but will you really believe that I failed already? But yeah, I think I was moving too fast. I got excited because of the lava pool. I won't let that discourage me. Will I be able to beat this game? No, because I thought I could beat this game before I even finished my story, but it looks like I did. So yeah, I will cut the video at this point now. Anyways, if you like this video of me just yapping about something, let me know by liking the video. If this video gets, I don't know, this video gets 100 likes, I'll do another one of this video where just yap and shit. Maybe I'll make a more cohesive form of this video. I'm going to make a script because this doesn't have a script. It's just me talking close naturally because it's real. So yeah, like the video. If you like me, want you to talk about serious stuff like this, I can talk about a lot of things like love, social stuff, psychology stuff. That's the things I like to talk about with my real friends. Not real friends. I mean, I don't really have online friends. Maybe that's a topic in itself. What I consider as a friend, and because I might influence you on how you should look for friends. Because to be honest, you shouldn't consider everyone as a friend. You should carefully pick your friends. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next video. Yeah, I'll do that if this gets 100 likes. Oh, that's a rare site. I think there's something underneath here. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Follow me on my socials, my TikTok, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Twitch, because Actually, I'm going to stream in Twitch in September 6th because it's my birthday. I plan to marathon stream my birthday because I don't have anything else to do because I am poor. And it's not easy to get a job in the Philippines if you are poor. And not poor if you don't have connections, and it's not easy to get a good paying job in the Philippines if you don't have connections and you're not a college graduate, even if your course or program, bachelor's, undergraduate, is not related to the job. As long as you graduated from a program, that's enough for them. I don't know, it's so fucking stupid why they need that, but yeah. You can't get a proper job in the Philippines if you don't have an undergraduate degree or 5 year experience as an 18-year-old. Because how the fuck would you do that? So yeah, if you're going to tell me get a job if you're poor, no, I can't really, because the job I will get will be minimum wage. Yep, minimum wage, at least minimum wage, not at least, at most. Even though I have skills in different things, but I don't have anything to back it up with, I'm definitely going to get a minimum wage job. Maybe the most common right now is BPO related stuff. Why am I even talking? I need to stop talking now. Bye. Don't forget, subscribe if you like eggs. Subscribe if you like eggs. And yeah, don't forget, subscribe if you like eggs. And don't forget, subscribe if you like eggs. See you.